Hello.
Hello สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Question.
No
Today?
question.
Good. Okay. So I guess we're ready now to play my game for 2 and 4.
2 and 4.
So,
Big problem.
yes, these are prepositions, they're called. And people in some countries have more trouble than others. So, for example, like I told you, in Portuguese, they only have one word for both. So whenever I had students from Brazil, they just pick one. Sometimes they say 2, sometimes they say 4, and they just switch between them, and they have fun with that. But it doesn't work. And you can tell someone's from Brazil because they'll make mistakes with 2 and 4 more than other countries. 2 and 4 is very, very difficult. So in their example here, if you go online, right, or if you go to school, what they say is 2 or 4 can be used for a motive or a reason, but 2 is always with a verb and 4 is always with a noun. So that's what they tell you, right?
Exactly.
So if you understand what a verb is and you understand what a noun is, then that's okay, and most English learners do if they go to school. But if you try to teach a kid, if a kid who learns English, all kids learn English in America, right? They speak fine, but they don't learn they don't learn nouns and verbs. So if a kid comes to you in America and says, okay, I went for the restaurant, and you say, no, you can't say that because we need a verb, right? Then they're not going to understand. And so people say children learn English very easily, right? Adults, old people don't. People always say kids learn English easy. Well, why is that? It's not because they're smart. It's because people don't teach them in a difficult way. You teach them by showing them basic things and by repeating the same example over and over again.
Like
That's what we're
Jimmy.
doing. That's what we're doing, right? So it doesn't make sense to me. People always used to say to me that, John, kids learn because their brains are different, right? Their brains are younger. Other old people can't learn the way that kids learn. I don't think so. I don't think that Sipti is stupider or her brain is not as good as a 10-year-old. I don't think that. I think that the difference is just that when you teach a 5-year-old, you don't use verbs or nouns to explain things. When a 5-year-old kid comes to you and says something, you just fix their sentences and you show them basic examples. That's it. So I think that regular people can learn just as well as kids if you teach them as you taught a kid. That's all. So my game is not that great. It doesn't work as well as the other games. So that's why I didn't teach it earlier. All I do for this is I made some sentences and I put 4 and 2 in each sentence, and I will explain to you what the difference is. So these sentences are not correct sentences. These sentences are trying to show you what happens when you put each of these prepositions in the sentence. I'm trying to show you what happens to the sentence, that it changes in kind of a repeating way. So if you try to learn by having a noun and a verb, then people speak like I always said. They speak like this. They say, yesterday I went. Right? We can't, that's not how people speak. You can't speak like that. So this game is going to show you the difference between if you put to in the sentence and if you put for into the sentence, what happens to the sentence, how it changes. And hopefully you will see some type of pattern that you can use when you're speaking. And eventually, I think that people will learn the difference naturally without using grammar, with just sensing the difference. Because that's what I do. I'm not thinking of grammar when I use to and for. I can sense a difference when I hear the words. So, like I said, this game is not the best game. The results are not are not as good, I think, as the other examples. But anyway, I teach this to people anyway, and I think it helps a little bit. So, the first sentence, this is for you, this is to you. What's the difference?
This is for you. This is for you. This is to you. Someone give. Not same now.
No. So that's what this game is to try to
This is
force
for
these
you.
two sentences apart. Some of these sentences don't make sense. It's not about making sense. In this example, these sentences are both correct. But this is not about correct sentences. This is me. I wrote down some sentences and I put to and for into each one to show you how the sentences change so that you will see some type of natural change in the sentence. That's what I think you need to see. So, this is for you, this is to you. What do you think the difference is?
This is for you means you give something to someone.
Okay.
And this is to you. I don't know.
Right, good. So you're right, you knew the simpler one, but the other one also has a meaning, right? So the sentence is not right or wrong, the sentence is different. So, for example, if someone said, this is for you, if someone said, this is for you, that means it's a gift from me to you. That means I'm giving it to you. This is for you. I'm the owner of it, and I'm giving it to you. If I said this is to you, that means it came from somebody else, and it has your name on it. It's not from me.
Someone.
It's to you, but it's going through me. Right? So this is for you, means from me. This is to you, means it's like this. It's just passing through my hand, and I'm telling you that it's to you. Okay? So that's the first one. Second one, I'm talking for you. I'm talking to you.
I'm talking for you means you help to talking because someone.
Your sentence is not it's not very good, but I think you almost understand it, yes. But the sentence is not very good.
I'm talking for you means I help to talk about something for you. Help you talk.
Almost, but the explanation is not very good, but I think it's close.
And I am talking to you means I talk to you. Talk
Yes.
with you.
Right, Exactly. So to you is a direction. I'm going to the moon. I'm going to the store. I'm talking to you means like this. I'm talking to him. I'm talking to you is a direction. Like this. I'm talking to you. I'm talking for you means in your place. That means you can't talk. So I would say I'm talking for Sipti. That means I'm doing it and you're quiet. But I'm going to talk in your place. So you were supposed to talk. You were supposed to say something, but maybe you are hurt or you're injured. I have to talk for you. That means I have to do it instead of you. Right? Okay, next one. You want me to do this for you. You want me to do this to you.
You want me to do this for you. You want me to do this to you. This is hard.
Right. It's people in Brazil are crying right now. Please, no more.
You are I ask someone about them want
Not them want.
you. People, someone, not love, no.
We need easy, simple sentences.
You want me to do this?
You want me to do this for you. You want me to do this to you.
Polite.
No. So you want me to do this for you, just like the other one, means in your place. You can't do it. So maybe Sipti is trying to put the top on the pen, but she's not very smart, right? I say, do you want me to do that for you? It means I'm going to do it and you don't do it. So you can see there's a similarity there. Doing something for someone means in their place. So, do you want me to do this for you means you don't do it and I do it instead. You want me to do this to you would be an example like this. If I was showing you something, if I had a tattoo gun and I was showing you, I could say, do you want me to do this to you? That means, do you want me to take what I'm doing on me and instead do it to you? So I could have a tattoo gun, zzz, and I could say, Sipti, you want me to do this to you? That would mean I do what I'm doing to me on you.
I fall.
To. You want me to do this to you. That would mean doing what I'm doing now, but on you. So for means instead of you, and to means I'm giving you an example. I'm showing you something. It could be bad, I could be hurting someone. I could say, hey Sipti, you better listen or I'm gonna do this to you. So I'm showing you here and I'm saying, you better listen or I'm gonna do it to you. Right?
Easy remember just if for mean help.
No,
To do.
this is not that simple. So these examples, I have made as many examples as I can think of to show you all of the examples that I have. All of these examples together, if you remember them, can give you a picture of what 2 and 4 is. But it's not a simple thing, like Sipti said, of just help or not help. It's not that simple. This is more complicated than that. You need more examples and more data to see the difference. And that's what these examples are hoping to do. So do you understand that one? You want me to do this for you. You want me to do this to you. What's the difference?
You want me to do this for you. You want me to do this for you. Do for someone. But they can't do.
Yes, or they don't want to.
Or they don't want to. And that's why we do it for.
Yes.
And to.
You want me to do this to you?
Do at me.
Yeah, exactly. You're showing somebody, remember? You're giving someone an example, and then you're asking if they want to do that on you.
I want to tattoo, but my mom don't let me tattoo.
Doesn't let me.
Doesn't let me. You will
Get.
ask. Doesn't let me get
A tattoo.
a tattoo. Then you ask me. You want me to do tattoo for you?
No. So in this example, if I said, do you want me to do this to you? It's more of a mean thing. I'm doing something bad.
Usually bad.
And no, but in this example it is. If you tell to someone, do you want me to do this to you? I'm showing you something, and I'm asking you, do you want me to do this on your arm? And most people would say no, or maybe they would say yes if they like pain or something like that. So for you, in your place. To you means on you. Okay, next one. Let's go to the rocks. Let's go for the rocks.
Let's go to the rock. If the rock there, the rocks. Oh, another sentence.
Let's go for the rocks.
Let's go for the rock.
The rock.
The locks.
Not locks. Locks are hair.
Rocks.
Right.
I don't understand for the
Yeah, because this is not as common, but it is still true. So people think that there's only one that you have to put in the sentence. That's not how these are. And that's where people make mistakes. It's not about let's go to the rocks or let's go for the rocks and you have to remember the right one. No. Each time you use it, it will make the sentence different. It's not about being right or wrong, it's about being a different idea. So Sipti is right. The most common one is, let's go to the rocks. That's a direction. Remember? You want me to do this to you? The letter to you. Okay, it's going to you. Let's go to the rocks means a direction. There's the rocks. Let's go to the rocks. That's the same. But if someone was to say, let's go for the rocks, then in my mind, as an English person, I imagine that they are choosing rocks for their house. So there's options for them. They can use sand to make their house, they can use rocks to make their house, or they can use dirt to make their house. And someone asks them, which one do you want to use for your house? People would say, let's go for the rocks. That means I want to choose that one. Okay? Next one. It doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter for them.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to them.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter for them.
To them. Doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter for them.
People in Brazil have hung up. They closed their web page already.
it doesn't matter for them
It doesn't matter to them.
It doesn't matter for them don't it won't happen anything with them
I don't know what that means. But anyway, this one is very hard.
yes
And if someone learns their example from grammar, they're never going to understand this. This is much more complicated and very, very specific. It's not something that someone can understand by learning grammar. This is something that is learned when you learn English correctly as a kid, hearing millions of examples and seeing different versions of the word. What this means is, if someone said to me, it doesn't matter to them, that means they don't care. So if you had a group of people, if this is a group of people here, and I ask you, Sipti, do they want pad thai with their dinner? And you say, it doesn't matter to them. That means they don't care. You already asked them, do you want pad thai? Do you want pad thai? They said no, no, no. So I ask you, Sipti, do they want pad thai with their dinner? You say, it doesn't matter to them. That means they don't care. But if you said, it doesn't matter for them, then I would imagine that you are the boss and you are choosing that they can't get pad thai with their dinner. So to them means they don't care, and for them here would mean that you are the boss of them and you're deciding that they are not good enough to get pad thai with their dinner. So if you're the boss and I come to you and I say, Sipti, should we give them pad thai with their dinner? And you say, it doesn't matter for them. That I would imagine that you are the boss and we never asked them. We never went to them and said, do you want it? Do you want it? You want it? You're the boss and you said, they don't get it.
I will choose for them
Yeah. That's what I would imagine if someone said to me, it doesn't matter for them.
very hard
Right. Now, remember, these sentences are not perfect. Sometimes people don't talk like this. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to show you what would happen to the sentence if you put 2 and 4 in each one, to split them apart and to see what they're made of. Right? Okay. Next one. To what end? For what end?
to what end
To what end?
end
And for what end?
and in the end เหรอ what end
Yeah, end. E-N-D. To what end? For what end?
to what end for what end is harder than before
Yeah.
to what end
So these are, the first example is a little bit different, and so it's a little bit easy to see the difference. But as you get closer together, the meaning is harder to separate.
to what end go something will happen going happen to the end เหรอ
No. So, to what end has another meaning also. To what end is a idiom, and it means what's the purpose. So when somebody says this, usually they don't care about what's going on, and they're saying, what's the meaning of that? If you come to me and you say, John, in my religion, I have a new religion. My religion is about snails and palm trees. And you tell me, you say, John, in my religion, we believe that rocks are gods. I can say, yeah, to what end? That means, what's the meaning of that? I'm saying it's worthless. I'm telling you it's worthless. That's the idiom. To what end is telling someone that their idea or their concept, where is it going? What's the meaning of their idea? For example, you might say, John, every day I get up in the morning and I spit on the floor. Say, yeah, well, to what end? That means what are you hoping to get from that action, right? That's an idiom, okay? But that's not the 2 and 4. That's just an idiom. But if you said to me, to what end, then I would imagine like this. If someone said to me, to what end, I am imagining that you have some connection and you're asking me, should you connect it here or should you connect it here? You're asking me I'm asking you or you're asking me which one of these I should connect it to. That's to what end? So probably you have this and someone has a chord like this is a chord, and you're asking them, to what end? That means you're asking them, should you put it here or should you put it here? You're asking them about this one and this one. But if someone said to me, for what end, then I imagine this is designed to go here or here. So to what end, I would imagine is this one, and for what end I'm imagining is this one. It's what it's designed for. Does it have the shape of this one or does it have the shape of this one? But if you said to me, to what end, then that means both of them are the same and you just are asking me, is it better here or here? It's just a choice. It doesn't mean that one is designed differently than the other. But if you said to me, John, this is for what end? I don't think about this. I think of this one, and I think of the shape of it. So you can see that to, in some of these examples, is away from you. It's other people's opinions. It's other concepts. And for is closer to the core. It's closer to what you believe or what you're imagining. So that's why you can see here, to what end is far away from you. And for what end is this one. Right?
Too far.
Next one. That's the same. To Thailand, for Thailand.
To Thailand. You going to?
Mm-hmm.
You going to Thailand. And for Thailand means you do or you give something for Thailand.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. To Thailand is the direction. Let's go to Thailand. Let's go to America. That's a direction. For Thailand is a toast.
Toast.
when you have wine or beer or something, before you drink it, you say, for Thailand. That means we're going to fight for Thailand, in the name of Thailand, to give something to Thailand. So usually a toast, this is called a toast, when you hold up your beer and you say something before people drink, that's called a toast. Also, toast is bread. If you cook bread, that's also called toast. But a toast means when you put up your glass and you say, for Thailand, or your sword. You could have a sword. You'll see people in the movies, and they have their sword, and they say, for Thailand. That means we're going to fight for Thailand. So Thailand can't fight. We have to do it instead of Thailand, right? I'm talking for you.
I can't talk.
You can't talk. I'm fighting for you. You can't fight. For Thailand, Thailand can't fight, but I'm fighting in place of Thailand. Let's see. Do I have some more here?
You told me before if I can woke up earlier, I will try and want to sleep early. That is real. 1 week ago. I woke up early for 1 week. 1 week.
Okay.
And make me try at the night time.
Oh, you mean you took my advice?
Yes.
And you started getting up earlier?
Yes, and try to do many things.
What kind of things?
In the daytime. Go to outside.
Go to outside?
Go to hang out.
Okay.
Coffee.
That might be the coffee that's keeping you up.
But just one time I tried to, or 2 days, I tried to drink coffee. But after that, no. But I still woke up early and do work or find something to do.
Like what? Party?
No.
Paintings? Another painting?
Not painting.
Do you have an idea for another painting? Anyway, let's finish first. Okay. Important to me. This is important to me. This is important for me. This one is also very difficult. This is important to me. This is important for me.
Same the meaning.
Same the meaning.
Important to me. Important to me. Important for me. I don't know.
Right.
I think it's same.
Exactly. People in Brazil agree with you. They say, yeah, it's the same. But no, it's not. This is important to me means I think that it's important. Remember, this is important to them means they think it's important. Right? This is important to me means that I think that it's important. But if you say, this is important for me, it means something else believes that this is important, and I should also believe that. So usually when someone says, this is important for me, it means that maybe their parents told them it was important, or sometimes God. If we say for, it means some type of power, something stronger than you, or older than you, or smarter than you, has decided and told you that that is important, and you are just repeating what they said. If you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. But you're telling people that someone else believes that this is important, and you are agreeing with them. So if I saw someone holding something and they said, this is important for me, then I would think two things. I would think maybe God told them it was important to them, or they remembered that it was important a long time ago, or maybe in the future, maybe Doc told them in 300 years, you will love that. Someone told me it was important, and I believe
Not
them.
from your desire, no. Not from
Desire.
your idea.
Not from your idea, from somebody else stronger than you telling you that it's important.
But if from you.
Yes. This is important to me means I love it. This is important for me would make me think that someone else told them that they needed it. I think that's it. Do I have one more here? Okay, one more. Because Sibti looks like she's excited for one more. And she's not confused at all. So that's good. What's this for?
What is for?
What's this to? What's this for? What's this to?
What is to? What is for? What is to? What is to? What is for?
What's this for? What's this to?
What is for?
What's this for? What's this to?
What's the to? It's more detailed.
Almost. Yeah.
If for it's big thing, big detail.
No, but Sipti is starting to imagine the difference, which is what we want. But no. So if someone said to me, what's this for? I would imagine that there were two pieces. And or maybe there wasn't, but there's one piece that they have something, and they're asking you, if they said to me, what's this for? It means they don't understand what to do with it. And I could, for example, if someone said to me, John, what's this for? I would say it's for writing. For means what to do with it. So if someone said to me, John, what's this for? I would imagine that they didn't understand how to use it. So for example, someone could say, hey John, like if a kid never saw a phone before, and they said, John, what's this for? I would say it's for calling. Right? That means what to do with it. What's this to means a connection. So if you just had this and you saw that it probably has another piece, but you never saw the other piece before, you would ask, what's this to? That means, what does it connect to? And I would tell you, a pen. If you said to me, John, what's this to? I would say a pen. That means it connects to a pen. So in this case, for means, what do you use it for? What is its purpose? And to means, what does it connect to? It is a piece of what? So I think that this game shows a lot of the examples of to and for. And if you practice them enough, like we will, then I believe that you will be able to distinguish, you will be able to see the difference between 2 and 4 as I see it. And that's very important. Because when I used to teach people, when I talked with them, I would say something in English, and then they would translate it into their own language, and then they would answer me in some other idea from their language. There's no purpose in that. If I say something to you and you don't have the same idea that I have in English, then we're not going to be able to talk. And grammar destroys that. It ruins the purpose of a language. The point of a language is for me to tell you something and then you to have the same idea in your head that I have. And when somebody learns grammar, they lose that. When I say to them, what is this to? If I go to someone in Brazil and I say, what's this to? They're going to go like this. Well, let's see, it's a preposition, but it's on the 25. It completely destroys the purpose of a language if you don't have the same idea that I have. So when someone learns a language, they need to learn how to see what native people see or understand when they hear the sentences. And so that's what this game is for. It's not what this game is to. It's what this game is for. So, don't worry. Sipti looks like she's ready to puke. But don't worry. This is hard for everyone. But this is how it needs to be learned, in my opinion. That's why we're here. Okay, let's go over a few of them and you tell us what's the difference. This is for you. This is to you. What's the difference?
This for you. This is a gift for you. Or
From whom?
From me. Or I do for you. And if this is to you, someone passed me. Someone used me to give or do for you.
They don't have to use you. It just means that on the letter it says Sipti.
Not from me. From another person, another people.
It could be from me, but I'm just saying that on the letter it says to Sipti. Right? I'm just looking at the letter. I don't care where it came from. I'm only thinking of the direction. This is to you. Right? Where it came from doesn't matter. It just means Sipti's name is on it. Yep. I'm talking for you. I'm talking to you.
I am talking for you means I help you to talk or you can't talk. And if I said I am talking to you means I talk with you. I talk to you. We talk.
It's a direction.
Yes.
To you, to him, to the mountain. It's
Direction.
The direction of your voice. So I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to the bed. I'm talking to Sipti. It's the direction of the speech. Yep. Where you're pointed at. Yes. You want me to do this for you. You want me to do this to you.
You want me to do that for you. Do for someone they can't do.
Exactly.
In your place mean do for them.
Yeah, because
they can't do.
Or they don't want to do it.
Or they don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. You want me to do this to you.
Do at me.
Yeah.
you on me.
Exactly. I'm showing you an example, and I'm asking you if you want me to repeat it
On me or not.
on you. Exactly. Right. Let's go to the rocks. Let's go for the rocks.
Let's go to the rock. The rocks. Just go to the rock. The rocks.
It's a...
Going to direction.
Yes.
If for means shoot the rock.
Choose.
Shoes.
Shoes. Nike.
Shoes.
Adidas.
Shoes. Shoes. I don't know.
Not sh.
Shoes.
Not shoes. Choose.
Shoes.
Not sh. Ch.
Choose.
Choose. Yeah. Choose
Choose.
and shoes.
Shoes and choose. Choose.
Ch.
Yeah.
Choose.
Choose.
Exactly. Exactly.
Choose.
For
the rock.
your project. For example, you could have a painting, and someone could say, Sipti, should we use watercolor or oil paints? And you say, let's go for the watercolor.
No, it's hard.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, just for my example, could be something that somebody says. It doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter for them.
It doesn't matter for them. They can't choose. I will choose for them.
No, opposite.
They can choose. Someone will.
No, that's for.
Oh, you mean two first, lah.
Yes.
Two means not. They don't care.
Exactly.
They don't want. They don't care.
And it doesn't matter for them.
Means they can't decide. Someone will decide it for them.
I decided.
I decided for them.
Right. I made the choice. Now remember, these are not exactly perfect. Most people will not use these sentences in this way. They'll make it easier. If you asked, do they want pad thai? I wouldn't say it doesn't matter for them. I would say, I decided they don't need it, right? Most people will not choose something that is this close. They will make the sentence clearer. But I am just showing you what the difference what happens in my mind when I hear these two words put into each sentence, so that you can see the way that I think about these words. And that's what we need, not memorization of of grammar.
Before I didn't
Right.
think is it
What is it?
for and to.
I didn't think
They
they.
were different.
Right. Well,
But
you people in
until
Brazil.
now I know.
Not until now. Until now
Until.
means here's now and all the time, but
Until.
not now.
Right now.
Until, that means here. All of this time, but not now. Until now.
Still now. Still now.
No, you're probably trying to say, but now.
But now I know the meaning when I put for and to is complicated sentence.
It's different.
It's
Yeah.
even
But you will start to see the difference. And then I think you will fix this problem correctly. Difficult one. To what end? For what end?
to an end. Idiom.
Yes.
And ask for to what end you ask about something far away from you and if for this means close you ask for
Right, but that's
something
not
close.
quite clear enough, but that's true. So if I have these two, right, if you can connect to one of my trees here, right, or whatever, if you ask me to what end, so you have a chain or some rope, that's a rope, right, and you ask me, John, to what end?
I ask about
No, you ask me right now.
to what end
I will choose this one or this one. It's not about that. That doesn't
these are
matter.
not important.
I'm just going to tell you which one you need to connect to.
But
Right.
if I ask for what end means
You're asking
About
the
this.
design
have
of
to
that.
go this or this.
Yes. Which one this one was made for. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. To Mother Russia. For Mother Russia.
Mother Russia.
So Russian people, they in Russian language, they have all words are either a girl or a boy or it. So in English, we only have it. We don't say the phone, he is big. We just say the phone, it is big. All things except people are it. But in other languages, they have he and she for each object. So for example, in Portuguese also, they say, I don't know which one it is, but they might say, the phone, she is beautiful. Or the camera, he is broken. They don't use it.
Because they don't have it.
No, that's the way the language is made. That's the way that it works. You have to use the correct male or female with each object. And there's no way to learn. There's no science. You have to learn from people who know the language. So you have to learn.
Sound very confusing when they don't.
Confusing.
Confusing.
You have to learn if each object is he or she. So we don't know. Is tape he or she? We don't know. We have to ask someone in Russia. Is tape he or she or it?
It can be she or he
Or it.
or it.
Yeah. In some languages, it's only he or she. In English, it's only it. A long time ago,
Thailand is also true
I don't know.
because we don't call it she.
Okay. So in English, a long, long time ago, in Old English, we also had he and she for all things. But it was simplified and they got rid of that. And now in English, it's only it. The phone, it is broken. But in other languages, it's not. So if you want to speak in Russian, someone will have to tell you first, is the phone he or she? And then you can speak correctly. You'll say, my phone, he is expensive. But if you didn't learn the language, then you won't be able to guess which one it is. There's no logic. It's not like things that are small are he and things that are big are she. That would be smart, right? They should have some logic to the connection.
Very hard to use.
But it's not. It's random. And you have to learn from somebody what it is. Anyway, so my example here for Russian people was they believe that Russia is she. The word is she. They don't say Russia, he is big. They say Russia, she is big. So in English, we also translate it as to Mother Russia. So they believe that Russia is like their mother, their somebody who protects them. But Germany, I think in German, they believe that their country is he. Because I have heard the translation of German as the fatherland. So I'm not sure because I don't speak German, but I have heard the translation in English as the fatherland. So I believe that they think that it's he. I'm not sure, but I have heard the translation as fatherland. But anyway, Russian people say motherland. So, to Mother Russia, for Mother Russia. What's the difference?
To Mother Russia. Go to Mother Russia.
Yes, that's the direction. We have to go to the country.
Do a gift
It's a toast.
for them.
Ding! You're fighting for
Russia.
her.
For her.
Yes,
For her.
exactly.
Sounds confusing. Confused.
So, now Sipti is an expert with 4 and 2 and will never make a mistake again on our show, right? No. So what do you think about 2 and 4?
When I know about 4 and 2, it made me don't want to use
No, so
because if I use wrong, it will be mean another meaning.
not always. So my examples were not perfect. Some of them are not commonly said. Usually I can tell the difference. When Brazilian people make a mistake, I want to go for lunch, or I want to go for the city. I can guess that they're not going to choose the city in their building project. So usually I can tell the difference, and it's not that hard. But for you, it is a little bit difficult right now.
I have to hear, listen often.
Yes. No, you get corrected by saying the wrong one, and then I say no to 4. Eventually, when you hear that 100 times, 1,000 times.
I need time to learn.
Yeah, by being corrected, by me steering the Titanic away from the icebergs.
Right now, feel like someone hit my head.
Right. Yes, that's true. Many students that I had, one guy, he used to say after the class he had a headache every night.
Probably today I will have a good
Yes.
day. Very tired.
Yes, exactly. That means we're learning, right? If you go to the gym and you have a weight, remember, that's 0.01 kilos, and you do it 3 times, and then you're not tired, you didn't exercise, right? You didn't learn anything. If you come to class and you're tired and you feel a little bit sick, probably that's a good class. That means you learned something, right? Good, okay. So do you think 2 and 4 are going to be your friends in the future, or will they be another example of even? Remember when you hated even?
Yes, but
You don't say that anymore, right? Remember when you said, I hate even?
and next I hate auto.
Right,
And otherwise,
right. Should we go back to those? Why don't you make a sentence with even?
even.
Let's see if you still hate even or not.
Every subject will
Every subject,
are
I think it's is. Every subject is
hard. Even English.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Right. Good. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Thank you so much. If you want to see Sipti's new painting of 2 and 4
2 and 4.
on her wall, her favorite new words.
I have to imagine what for look like.
Yes,
What
like a
do-
monster. 2 angry, mean monsters. Right?
It's a good idea to do now.
Attacking Sipti. If you want to see 2 and 4 attacking Sipti, giving her a headache, make sure to add her on Instagram.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.